Good afternoon. It is Chris Chun. It is your This Week in Real Estate, and kind of wanted to talk to you about the biggest news that affected us this week is inflation. I know it's kind of a broken record, inflation, inflation, inflation. However, what we saw this week is the inflation report for March came in at 3.5%. That's up from 3.2%. The 3.2% was up from 3% for the previous month. So we now have 3 months in a row of month over month increases, and we have a year over year increase from as well. And so the banks, the major banks, reacted very negatively to that. Interest rates are up almost a half point this week because of that news that came out on Tuesday. The biggest news, though, is that this is kind of expected. The Fed, when they met and they talked about the delaying of the rate increases, delaying of the easing of the activity or actions that they have taken, was going to come later this year, probably June or July. And maybe they knew more about this than we did, that was just released. And so we anticipate that this is probably going to just further delay the Federal Reserve's lowering of rates. And so we're probably going to see rates in the 7% range, probably for the next couple of months. We do not anticipate, unless we see now drastic decreases in inflation, but again, that is not expected. So if you are thinking about buying right now, maybe the best time to be out there. We still have relatively high rates as compared to what we've seen over the last 5 years. However, these rates at 6.5%, 7% are average to what we saw in the last 30 years. So in the 90s and 2000s, even until about 2012, we were seeing rates in the mid to high sixes and low sevens. So this is an average rate unless you bought in the last kind of 5 years and you were spoiled with a 4 or 3% interest rate. So if you're thinking about buying, it doesn't look like we're going to see anything changing anytime in the near future. That's 6 months to a year. So if you're thinking about buying, now is the right time to get into that market and figuring out what you need to do to make sure that you are in the best position, best possible place for you and your family. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.